BORTLE here. Welcome, BORTLE Nation. Welcome, viewers. We have here the first ever YCS Remote Duel champion himself, Raphael Neven. Welcome to the channel, man.
What's up, man? Good to be here.
Oh well, yes, it's great. And oh man, you just won the first ever YCS Remote Duel championship. How do you feel, man?
Yeah, it was pretty great. Didn't expect to like get this far. General remote duels not like I'm not the biggest fan, but like the prizes for this one were very insane, so I did like wanna try it. And yeah, the deck performed extremely well. Very glad that my friends and I played it like the way we played it, and yeah, that's all.
Oh yeah, speaking of prizes, you received a. You're gonna get a new trophy that has an, I believe, an ultra rare prize card encased in it. So that's pretty nice.
It's gorgeous.
Oh
Yes.
man.
Oh my God. I didn't even want to like dare to like dream I could like get that because I saw it. I was like, damn, that would be really nice to have. But last year, because of course the virus, I haven't played that much Yu-Gi-Oh, so I'm not really on my old level before like COVID. So I was like, we'll see. Top 16. It's still far away off. I didn't expect much, but like, yeah, we got it. So I'm very hyped for the trophy. Yeah, for sure.
I would love to know what made you decide to use this specific deck for this event. And this was a pretty wild event because there's a, I believe, a 2 week break right there too, right?
Yeah, so we couldn't switch decks, so we do have to like stick to the deck list from 2 weeks ago. But in general, we chose Tri-Brigade because it does like it's very solid. It can play with like minimum amount of cards, which means that you have a lot of room for attacks, hand traps, and right now because the format is so diverse, you have like five, six like viable decks. It is very important to like check what your deck can actually do with one card, and I think that this deck does that very very well. Just like for example, Prank Hits, I think is also a really good deck because it can play so many non-engine cards, and that's just really important when you have so many different matchups in a format. Um, and then we didn't play the cat version because cat just loses to like almost every hand trap. It wastes your normal summon going second and just gets negated. While the Zodiacs actually like force a lot of like things going second, and having another like really good tanky target going first in red is very important too. So we were all very convinced, my friends and I, that the Zodiacs were definitely superior.
Well, thank you, Raphael. Without further ado, please take it away with the rest of your deck profile.
Sure. So for the Tri-Brigades, there's nothing really surprising. We play triple Kit, triple Fractal, triple Nerval, and then we play double Karos. Triple Karos is not really needed. Like you have a lot of cards that search this one, and it's definitely the worst one to draw. Um, no surprises there. Um, so for the Zodiac engine, we play one Red Pier and two Blade. Blade, of course, is not a starter on its own. That's its only like really downside, which you could like have as an argument over Cat. But going second, it's relevant at 1600 for sure because it beats over a lot. Um, and you could also play Ram because it does have some nice things with impermanence going for it because but the 1600 thing as well as the draw effect does come up. Is just why we think this one is better. And a Rapier is quite insane on its own because this plus any like Tri-Brigade goes into like Appaloosa and a lot of other plays. So just like going first, having a lot of like if you have open Tanky Fractal in the cat version, you don't even have a really good hand. But with Tanky Fractal in this version, it's quite insane. So the Zodiacs put in like an insane amount of work, also because they just beat Appaloosa by its own. Hand traps. We play triple Vader, triple Ash, and we played Phantasme. And then the last one is Imperm. So I mean, Vader and Imperm are almost in anyone's deck. Those are very standard, I think, right now because they're just so good against Tri-Brigade. Ash is like kind of fine against Tri-Brigade. It is kind of scary to like do it against the cat version because they do play Gamma. We don't play Gamma. So first off, we don't play Gamma because the nature of the mirror goes like summon a Tri-Brigade Kit or something, gets negated, set like traps, and play next turn because Kit turns into a Nerval and then turns into another Tri-Brigade for next turn. But the nature of that mirror makes it so that Gamma is dead often outside of turn one, and these are not. So that's why there's no Gamma. And yeah, Ash is just very like easy against most decks. There is like a good target to Ash. So the Phantasme put in a lot of work we definitely like built this deck um, for the mid-range decks. So like that would be like almost everything: Salad, Striker, the Mirror, and Prank Kits. Um, Meaning that Phantasma is good against all of those. It's big for like most of those decks. It draws into your going second card like the Zodiacs. Um, and it's definitely like really good into the standard hand traps like Vader and Imperm because you negate those when you like trying to use your Tri-Brigade and stuff. So it has a lot of like extra draws into like side deck cards. Like it's very good overall. It's only been against Drytron, and we just kind of accepted that our like our game one against Drytron, isn't very good if we lose the die roll. But with so many decks in the format, you can't really be ready for all of those. But this covers like almost every deck except Drytron, so it was definitely worth the play.
Did you face
Um,
many Drytron decks in
I
Swiss?
Yeah, I only faced one, which is like what we expected. I faced 5 Tri-Brigade in Swiss, 4 Tri-Brigade
Oh
in
wow.
Tops, one Virtual, one Drytron, and something I can't remember. But yeah, it was definitely I think correct to main deck this, and then the side deck is of course more towards combo because we do like respect Drytron enough to like have cards for it. We just didn't want to have them in the main deck. Um, Traps. This card should definitely be banned. It's stupid. Triple Strike and Triple Revolt. Nothing like really to say about this. We did like experiment with 2 of these, but it is very good to hard draw it after you get like stopped in your combo. So we did put it back to like 3. Strike was insane. My friend Herman played these in the side, and then instead of the side deck card that I have in my side, he mained Shared Ride. But I'm still very glad I kept Strike in the main deck. I think that was correct. Um, but Shared Ride was also like very good, so who knows? This card should definitely be banned. I hate this card. In Swiss, I lost 4 games, and 3 of them were to this card. It's stupid. It shouldn't exist. My hand trap should not be a blank sometimes, and then work like other times. Like it's very dumb. Barrage, like that's another thing that is usually give you the one of the best extenders you can have in this deck. So Barrage was very nice, and then triple tanky, of course, very good in especially the Zoo matchup, Zoo deck, and triple desires. Yeah, Prosperity is not playable in this version because you actually have good like extra deck cards that you can't banish. In the cat version, Prosperity is definitely insane. I think Prosperity maybe in a vacuum, if you look to just like compare the two, Prosperity is a better card. In this deck, Desires is definitely better. That was the main deck. It's 41 cards because we wanted to win and not to top. And I can't believe I'm saying this, but it happened again. Love to see it. All right. Side deck is triple draw. Like I said, also triple Nibiru because like we do want to have more for combo. This is also kind of for Prankis because just like these, we did expect a lot of people to play Prankis. Like it's a very solid deck, especially in Europe. A lot of people play it. So and this is I guess playable against Shadowell, but like it's mainly for Tritron. So we do have like 9 extra hand chips to put in. Then we triple twin. It's the only thing I side in the mirror going second. In my current build, I would probably change like the list that the main X Cosmics, and at that point, I might not even like side twins anymore because Cosmic Cyclone covers Virtual World, and that's a matchup this deck kind of like underestimates, I guess. Like this deck definitely has a better Virtual World matchup, but you do have a lot of like deck cards against it. Cyclone is very solid in general. The last side deck cards are Shared Ride. So my friends Herman followed this, and then Bonen also mentioned it on like the Friday before we had to turn our list that this card could be potentially really good against all of those slower mid-range decks. And he was right. It does. It's probably better than anti-spell because it doesn't get countered by Twin Twister. It's actually insane if they go Twin, discard Nerval, and you change Shared Ride. They're like they're so far ahead. It's so funny. And yeah, this card performed very well as well. Nothing else to say about this. I do think in the future I might try out Droplet. I think that's one card that could pair very well with Phantasme and the Zeus for even better, like going second, like hands. Um, but that's like maybe that's for another deck profile. Extra deck I think is very standard. Double Dragon Lord, Apollosa, Axis Code, Dome Eagle, Almirage, Double of the Bird, Rugal. Double Farage is actually very important because a lot of the times you go for like the Shrek play, banish 4, then you link the Shrek and the one that used to make Shrek for Blossom, and then because you have 4 banish, you can search anything in your deck. So a lot of times in grinding, you can just randomly search a zoo and then summon the zoo with Farage attack and then make Zeus in defense. And in the grind game, that's like kind of game. So 2 came up a lot. I think 2 is definitely correct, just like Herman said. And then the Zodiacs and Zeus.
Yeah, very
So that
nice.
was the deck list. Yeah, it performed very well. Like I said, a lot of people worked on this. It's definitely not on my deck for sure. I want to shout out in particular Herman Hansen, Pierre Luigi, Luke Parks, who actually like helped a lot with like the deck. We all played the deck, give or take 1 or 2 differences. Bonin for sure because he like also contributed a lot to the final build. And then my Team Jobber. You can also check out Duelist Academy, our Patreon, with me and a lot of like better players, where we do coaching and have really good content. And my friends who borrowed me a lot of cards, Paris, Rune, Josh, and a lot of people I'm probably forgetting. Yeah, that's. Oh, and if you are European and you want to buy cards on Card Market, now we're in FNTCG is my personal store. So that's it. I think.
Beautiful. Thank you again, Raphael, for being on the channel today, and congrats on winning the first ever YCS remote duel event.
Thank you. No worries.
Yeah, and listeners, again, remember, if you're not part of Bortle Nation, sub for Bortle. It's that easy and it's free. Oh god, yes. Bortle
Oh
out.
God, yes.